Canada is the second largest nation on Earth with approximately 2 million lakes. Contains over 50% of the freshwater lakes on the planet. For many thousands of years, this region was populated with many indigenous tribes. Hardy people capable of overcoming the severe and lengthy winters, thriving and developing unique cultures.
The few known native people to settle in Canada and the New World in general that we know of for sure were the kings there were a settlement in Newfoundland around 1000 AD. It is unclear for exactly how long settlement was occupied, if there was more, but ultimately it was either abandoned, pillaged, or its inhabitants succumbed to disease or assimilated into the local population.
But serious, about nearly 500 years later in 1497, the Italian explorer Giovanni Canada was the first European to explore North America's coast claiming for the English crown. Shortly after, the Spanish and the Portuguese would do the same but remain uncalled for only a few seasons until the French arrived. French give this territory the name of Canada.
We'll talk about the map of Canada. We will cover the location and territory, the distribution, the history, and the borders. Since Canada borders were formed, it was only lost significant territory in the border dispute over Newfoundland's rule over Labrador, which was later joined by Canada as the 10th province. The provinces of Canada are Yukon, Northwest Territories, Nunavut, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec. Canada is located in the upper part of North America, above the United States. To the west is the border by the Pacific Ocean, and to the east by the Atlantic Ocean. The United States borders to the south and the Arctic Ocean.
In its broad sense, Canadian culture is a mixture of British, French, and American influences, all of which blend and sometimes compete in every aspect of cultural life, from filmmaking and writing to cooking and playing sports. Other people have added distinctive elements to this mixture. It's a bilingual country. However, it's important to note that the entire country does not speak French. There are totally Anglo-Saxon regions. On July 7, 1969, the official language of Canada Act was enacted in Canada, whereby the country officially has two languages, English and French. This makes Canada one of the few bilingual countries. There are about 17 million Anglo-Saxons and 6 million Francophone people. Canada is a federal parliamentary monarchy governed by the Principles of Constitution Act of 1982. The country has a federal system whose powers are divided between the central and provincial governments. Canada may prefer a country with a significant number of inhabitants, if we compare it with the rest of the countries, since it occupies the 38th position in the ranking of 196 states that make up the world population table. 21% of Canada's population are immigrants, according to the latest immigration data published by the UN. Canada is the national anthem of Canada. This hymn was originally commissioned in 1880 by the Lieutenant Governor of Quebec, Theodore Robillate, for the National Day French-Canadian ceremony. To enter Canada, Mexican citizens need viable passports and an ETA permit or one of the Canadians' visas. Nationals of Mexico are exempt from Canadians' visa to travel to the country for short stays.
Hi everyone, today I'm talking about Canada, especially the flag evolution. Well, first we have the flag of France in the time of Jacques Cartier, since 1534 to 1599. Then we have the flag used by Champlain and other French sailors since 1600 to 1663. The flag of France since 1663 to 1763. Then we have the flag of the Kingdom of Great Britain since 1763 to 1800. Then the flag of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland since 1801. This is the flag used from 1868 to 1921. Next to that we have this one, flag used from 1921 to 1957. This is the 1957 version of the Canadian Red Ensign, used as a national flag until 1965. This is the first flag proposed by a parliament nicknamed Person's Flag. This is the flag of the Royal Military College at George Stanley was inspired to create the current flag. This is the first version of the flag proposed in 1964. And for finish, this is the current official flag since 1965. This version has two colors, that it's white and red. The white color refers to the French royal emblem, used in the reign of Charles VII, and the red color of the flag refers to the Cross of St. George, which was an emblem of the first flag that flew in Canada. In the center of the flag we have a maple leaf, with 11 red tips on a white background that adorns the center. This drawing refers to the nature and the flora of the country.
The gastronomy of Canada is a set of customs that correspond to the usual Canada cuisine. It's diverse and tasty, from bison, elk, beef to freshwater fish, seafood such as barrel, shrimp, and snow crab. It has a lot of influence from American English or French cuisine. During the 19th and 12th centuries, increased immigration to Canada brought with it an enormous variety of recipes and traditions from the immigrants' home nations. Each region has its own traditions and food. Turkey meat pie with Quebec. Maple syrup is extracted from the aloe de maple tree. Calgary beef hash, marinated meat with a side of beans. Bannock, Indian-style bread. Bagels, a French-style bread which is actually of Polish origin. One more proof of the mixture of cultures. The most popular dishes are the pudding, the tortilla, the cipolle, and the smoked meat. States with different dishes: Alberta, Ontario, Quebec, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Atlantic area.
Typical clothing. Canada does not have a traditional or national dress, as such, in the northern regions or frankly anywhere. It gets cold. Canadians wear parkas, long johns, toques, scarves, earmuffs, and various jackets that can be made with down lining or leather. How does the economy influence your clothes? Canada is home to a large apparel market and some of the most popular apparel brands. Canadian apparel manufacturers are becoming increasingly export-oriented to capitalize on international demand. Consumer demand for apparel, both domestically and international, is apparent as both total exports and total imports rose steadily over the 2016 to 2019. Canada has Disney fashion culture centered around its largest fashion hubs in Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. The economic data shows that this domestic manufacturing sector has stabilized following a downsize that was felt strongest in the 1990s but is not growing again. Canada's uniform is a hallmark of this country and has a historical background. Highly appreciated by its inhabitants since it has not only been for many years, it also had its moment of during the Old War. North Canada, women wear skin suits, but with a feminine touch. They use different animal skins like caribou, bear, fox, wolves, etc. The jacket and hot cups are made with bear and wolf hairs. Footwear is animal leather. The woman has her hair collected and covers it with a black or white hat. What were the clothes like? Each tribe has different variations, rectangular sheets and bean clothes. They also used to wear long leather, pants or short skins. Men didn't wear sheets in summer, they only wore them in times of war. What expressed the type of typical costume? Express cultural identity and usually varies according to sex, age, social status, material status, and economic situation.
Fun facts: Canada. Did you know that? Canada is a monarchy. There are two official languages in Canada. Canada is the world's second largest country. Canada has the longest coastline in the world. Canada also has the longest international border. The word Canada is derived from an indigenous word. The French and British weren't the first Europeans to colonize Canada. The next person to claim Canada has an Italian working for the English. There was a war in Canada called the Beaver Wars. Canada's national animal is actually a beaver. There are a lot of famous Canadians living in the US. The coldest ever recorded temperature in Canada is -63. Quebec is the only walled city in the North America. Canada has a different Thanksgiving to the United States. Canada has one of the highest immigration rates in the world. There's more to language in Canada than English and French. The Northwest Territories consist 11 official languages. Minus its lakes, Canada will only be the fourth largest country in the world. Canadians love mac and cheese. Lacrosse is the national sport of Canada. Canada only officially became independent from Britain in 1982. Canada Day celebrates semi-independence from Britain in 1867. One of the longest highways in the world is in Canada. The maple leaf has been a symbol of Canada for a long time. Toronto has the world's biggest underground shopping complex. Canada has some super grand hotels. You all find the world's oldest pool of the water in a Canadian mine. Winnie the Pooh has named after a bird from Canada. The most powerful part of Niagara Falls is in Canada.